The moon cast long, eerie shadows through the crumbling graveyard, illuminating the shuffling figures emerging from the earth. Groans filled the night air. A chorus of eternal hunger among them was Berry was different. While the other zombies stumbled towards the town with single-minded purpose, dreaming of brains and other questionable delicacies. Barry felt a profound unease. The very thought of consuming flesh made his non-existent stomach churn, a deep revulsion he couldn't explain. He watched his companions vanish into the darkness, their moans fading, and felt utterly alone. He didn't yearn for the taste of meat. He yearned for something green, something crisp, something alive in a way that didn't involve terrifying the villagers. Driven by this strange longing, Barry began sneaking away. During the nightly foraging, he stumbled upon an overgrown, forgotten corner of the cemetery. Choked with weeds but holding potential under the pale moonlight, using his stiff, clumsy fingers, Barry started clearing a small patch. It was painstaking work. Dirt caked under his fingernails, rocks were stubborn, and his movements were awkward. Yet a spark ignited within him. He found discarded seeds near the old church compost heap, pumpkin, lettuce, maybe even a sunflower. With immense care, he pushed them into the soft earth he'd prepared, patting the soil gently. This felt right. A quiet purpose replacing the gnawing emptiness. Barry's secret garden became his sanctuary. Each night, he'd shuffle to his patch, his groans softening as he tended his emerging seedlings. He painstakingly collected rainwater in a broken pot to nourish them. He whispered encouragement in low, gravelly tones, though it sounded more like rocks tumbling. A tiny lettuce leaf unfurling filled him with a joy deeper than any zombie feast ever could. He marveled at the delicate veins, the vibrant green, the sheer life radiating from the plants. It was a stark contrast to his own decaying form, a beauty he fiercely protected. The hunger pangs were still there, a constant ache, but the sight of his growing greens offered a different kind of sustenance. One misty evening, engrossed in gently removing a caterpillar from a young bean plant, Barry didn't hear the soft footsteps approaching. Young Elara, the baker's daughter, known for her insatiable curiosity and tendency to wander, had followed a strange rustling sound. She froze, her lantern beam illuminating Barry's hunched, decaying form kneeling amongst the vegetables. A scream tore from her throat, pure terror echoing through the silent graveyard. Barry flinched violently. Dropping the caterpillar, he tried to shuffle away, a low moan escaping him, but fear rooted him partly to the spot. This was it. He thought discovery torches and pitchforks. Elara's scream died in her throat as her lantern light swept over the garden. Not desecrated graves, but neat rows of thriving lettuce, plump tomatoes beginning to blush, and cheerful sunflowers reaching towards the moon. Her wide eyes darted from the vibrant plants to the trembling zombie clutching a trowel. He wasn't lunging. He looked terrified, trying to shield his precious beans with his own body. The absurdity and unexpected tenderness of the scene cut through her fear. Why you made this? She stammered, her voice barely a whisper, pointing a shaking finger at the garden. Barry slowly lowered his arm. He couldn't speak, not properly, but he managed a slow, deliberate nod. His milky eyes fixed on Elara, he pointed a decaying finger at a plump, almost ripe tomato, then slowly brought his hand to where his mouth would be, shaking his head violently. No, eat. Then, with infinite care, he pointed to the plants and made a gentle, sweeping gesture over them. Grow. The message was clear, conveyed in silence and gesture. Elara's fear transformed into bewildered amazement. A zombie, a gardener? Word spread cautiously through the village. Elara convinced her skeptical parents to watch from a distance. One night they saw Barry tending his plot with clumsy devotion, watering seedlings with a rusty can, carefully staking beans. He offered no threat. Slowly, tentatively, a change began. Villagers started leaving offerings, not of fear, but of cooperation. Baskets of rich compost by the old church wall, extra seed packets tucked near his plot, even a sturdy, slightly chipped watering can vary. Overwhelmed, would leave small gifts in return on the church steps at dawn: €1, a perfect cucumber, a bunch of radiant carrots, a single, glorious sunflower. An unspoken pact of mutual respect bloomed alongside the vegetables. Barry still shuffled under the moon, but he no longer felt the pull towards the town. Euro's sleeping inhabitants. His hunger, while present, was quieted by the deep satisfaction of nurturing life. He feasted on crisp lettuce, juicy tomatoes warm from the sun, moon, and sweet peas popped straight from the pod. The villagers, once paralyzed by terror, now spoke of the graveyard gardener with a kind of fond wonder. Children would sometimes leave drawings of sunflowers near his plot. Barry, the zombie who listened to his heart, had found his place, not by conforming to the groans of the crowd, but by embracing the quiet, persistent green shoot of his own truth. His garden thrived, a vibrant oasis of life amidst the stones, a testament to the unexpected beauty of being different. Nurtured one tender seedling at a time. The night air, once filled only with groans, now carried the gentle rustle of leaves and the deep, contented sigh of a zombie finally at peace.